Hi everyone, welcome back to the 496 Kitchen and the latest in the Cooking for Business series. Now, in a previous edition, we talked about what made a great salesperson. Now, in this episode, I want to dig a bit deeper and start to look at what makes a great sales call. What's at the heart of making sure that you get the most out of every single call you do? Well, the first thing for me has to be process. You have to follow a process. You have to go through the same process of doing things every single time to get consistent results. Do consistent things, consistent input, get consistent results. Now, it's fine to leave things out, but make sure they're left out because you chose to, as opposed because you forgot to put them in. So, process is everything. And the first part of that process has to be the preparation you do for the call. Now, it's very easy to go into any sales call without preparing, to do things just on the hoof, as it were. But that just leads to mistakes. It leads to not really fulfilling the potential of that call. Okay, so what sort of things do we have to look at when it comes to preparation? Well, clearly we have to go back to the last meeting. Look at the notes. What was committed? Have we done all those things? Look at what is our objective for this call. Be clear about why we're going. There's nothing worse than just going for the sake of going. We're not just visiting people. We're there to make a difference. We're there to communicate. We're there to be able to communicate ideas, sometimes complex ideas, very, very simply. So preparation is key. So get used to presenting your product and your proposal. It will make it so much easier when you get into the room with the customer or into the meeting with the customers or whatever it may be. So make sure within your preparation as well, you've got all your facts together, you've got sell-through data, you've got all your market information, you've got things that are happening within the industry in general. Just make sure you've got things to hand which say to the customer that you are actually in control of the situation. You're knowledgeable and you are going to add something into their business. So, what makes a successful call, we asked at the start? Well, clearly, we're going in for a result. We're going in to get something. What was our objective? What were we looking for from this call? We have to ask for some sort of commitment as a result of that meeting. We don't just want to walk away without having anything put to bed, as it were. We want to make sure that we went in with a clear objective. We may have discussed one or two areas where they saw things differently, but between us, we've come to a result where we're in a position to make a commitment, us to them and them to us. Now, when we've left the call, clearly the one thing we want to do is really get on to the next call and get another sale. But what we've got to make sure we do is we do all the follow-up as we go. If we leave the follow-up, if we leave it to the end of the day, we could miss stuff. If, goodness forbid, we leave it to the end of the week, we are definitely going to miss things. So do the follow-up you need to do there and then. Drop a note back to them, confirm the meeting, confirm what you agreed. Make sure that you confirm back what was agreed to the customer. We don't want any nasty surprises a bit further down the line where your understanding of the situation may be slightly different from them. So make sure you do your follow-up right after the call, or literally as soon as you possibly can when you get out of the call and you get a clear space of time. So the key element for me of a successful sales call is really all about the process. Make sure we've got all the steps in place, we've got all the tools in place we need, and we can deliver consistent results. Hope that's been useful. Bye for now.